There's an election for Lord Mayor of Sydney on the 10th of September, and I know that if I asked, who do you support, the general answer would be, in a better world. Because ours, according to the newspaper where Fox News meets Cool Cats, The Telegraph, who publish 10 negative articles a week about our mayor just so their gogglebox-loving audience fumes. Who's this Clover Moore, Sheila, and why is she making me flick more pages than usual to get to the sport? Moore's disregard for the common man must come to an end. The Telegraph despises Sydney's mayor, and that's how you know she's doing an exceptional job. Especially when you'll never guess who the tellies, why we need them, inept corporate puppet candidate they're flogging like mad this time round is Tony Abbott's pet lizard? Which begs the question, why is every political dynasty shithouse? I mean, it's never Paul Keating's son, is it? It's always beep, 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 beep. The Goombas. With all the grand vision of her older brother, so none. This is apparently why she's running for mayor.
We should have a tourist card. That's a no-brainer.
You're running for mayor of a global city, and your centerpiece idea sounds like the brain fart of a drunken Northern Beaches bimbo.
How good would it be if you could get into a World Bar in Greenwood with, like, the same band? We're her key advisors.
And so failing to have anything remotely substantive to bring to the debate, the Lizard of Oz keeps repeating like that giant in Game of Thrones that can only say Hodor. Dictator! Dictator! Who's a dictator, Forster? Who? That's her argument for why Clover Moore needs to go. Because in Christine Forster's stupid and insane mind, our mayor is running a dictatorship. God, I wish that was actually true. I mean, you've played SimCity before, so you know how impressive these stats are. Clover Moore spent $1.2 billion on investments, something only the kids in Year 10 would do while the idiot Year 7ers, which perfect analogy for any Liberal candidate's understanding of economics as they both seem to think, man, what are you doing? You gotta save money because at the end of the month...
Can you shut up and play your own game, please?
But I want to watch others play and PewDiePie doesn't exist yet. And as a result, even though Sydney's so populated it's up to that dark green 50 simoleons a square zoning...
Oh my god, it's not even on triple speed, it's on normal time, Russ.
One of the fastest growing regions in the country, and yet despite those huge infrastructural challenges, Sydney's maintained its position as one of the most livable cities on earth. Because what a surprise, when you actually invest tax dollars in infrastructure and services instead of pork barreling it to your political donors, and that's why I'm running for mayor. You don't wind up tripling the deficit in 3 years like these Tarrant goons have.
We all have different strategies to the game. Mine's to destroy everything with monsters, apparently.
What you do end up with is zero debt, an economy that has grown by 80%, a $50 billion increase, creating 50,000 new jobs, so all the Sims are making that sound every time you click on the mayor's approval ratings. While the blue business areas are going just as nuts on play mode, that $1.2 billion investment has attracted 64% of all startups in the country, along with $40 billion in private investment. So the financial advisor hasn't got any advice because Clover Moore's a SimCity. In fact, she's so good, she even created 250 parks, playgrounds, theatres, childcare centres and community spaces, planted 10,000 trees, saved the city 2 gigalitres a year in water, so even the environmental advisor, the one that's never happy, even she's fine. And yet despite these wall-to-wall green backgrounds, not a single red flash out in the entire 12 years she's been mayor. Christine Forster thinks Clover Moore needs to go because...
Tourist card, got it, get it. Damn tourist card!
Fuck off, you lizard! Accepted! Your scaly little family's brief and hilarious time in the sun is mercifully at an end. Clover Moore has won 4 terms with increasing margins of victory every election, earned off of nothing but the respect of the people of Sydney. While you, the orgy child of every dirty trick in the book, massive corporate donations, ceaseless character assassinations of your opponent by the cabal corporate media, and... sorry, I have to put on a 1920s accent for this one. Gerrymandering. The stock standard Liberal Party checkbook has dismally failed, and so Mike Brokeback Baird, having ample time to think in his severely underfunded hospital bed.
You know that basic tenement of democracy, one man, one vote? Well, we're going to switch it up. Now businesses get 2 votes, and people only get 1 vote.
Quick question about that. When the fuck did New South Wales turn into New South Thailand? I think we need to go to the UN about this because this is not hyperbole. The New South Wales Liberal Party just destroyed democracy. Because let's just back the fuck up for a second and really analyse what the fuck just happened. And the fact that the media is so complacent and corrupt, there's barely been a peep about it. The wealthy now get 2 votes. The poor get 1. This is bald-faced, naked flame oligarchy. Mike Baird is again, this is real life, staging a soft coup. Not in Fiji, here. And yet his puppet-faced ragdoll has the gore to call Clover Moore a dictator. Shut the fuck up, you Freudian dick! This is why this normally local election affects the entire country now. You should be screaming.
Help me, Clovey one, Clonovi. You're more only Clovey.
This 2 business votes to every 1 citizen vote cannot be ignored like everything else in this country is except
lockouts. Fucking bad, can't even drink anymore.
who actually, holy shit, how much does he look like Rex Banner? If this assault on democracy is tolerated by a complacent public, you can rest assured this won't be the last time these cologne-drenched chimps attempt to pull off this desperate, despicable societal theft. And even more important than that, yes, this local council election gets even bigger. Clover Moore is leading this nation on climate action and it's putting Malcolm Turnbull's pathetic 5% target, which he's trying purposefully not to reach, to shame.
So for the love of God, don't let her crush my delicate ego like my monsters are crashing your town.
She's reduced carbon emissions in the most populated city in Australia by 4 times that already, showing the world as she was invited to the Paris Climate Summit to talk about what a government is actually capable of if it wants to act. By 2030, Sydney's well on its track to reduce its emissions by 70% and get half of its power from renewables, which is creating huge demand for clean energy. So for the sake of Australian democracy and the planet, if you don't live in Sydney, you need to tell anyone you know who does that on September 10th, they need to throw Christine Forster's ridiculous accusation of Clover Moore being a dictator right back in her puppet Spot the Difference dinosaur edition face by heralding from the streets. Larga vida Alicante para la vida!
Please press the subscribe button now. Come on.